I log in just so that you guys will come in, talk to me, and then I'm gonna talk about sponsored product. Ta-da! I got a. I don't even. Oh, can I pick it up? I got a BenQ Zowie XL2546K. Sent to me by BenQ Zowie. I would like to obviously big shout out to this brand. Right, I've been using BenQ Zowie monitor for like the longest time already. Right, I myself have an XL2546, probably easily the best monitor I ever used. Right, but recently they sent me a XL2546K. Now, XL2546 and XL2546K is literally the same thing, except this is a newer make. Now with newer make, obviously they're not gonna miss the opportunity. They're not gonna miss an opportunity to make better features on it, right? And therefore, this is what we're gonna go into, you know. But first, of course, we're gonna unbox it. Okay. Oh shit. How can I do this unboxing? I don't have a table for unboxing. Oh my god. Okay, this table is ready. Let me see how I can do it. Give me a sec. Let me use my gym chair. I don't have a table. But anyway, I'm just gonna take out the monitor just to see, just to check everything. Where do we begin? I don't expect anything different from the. Okay, that's the stand. Where's the monitor? Oh, that's the plate. I like to call it the wings. You put this at the side of your monitor, right? So that you can get focus, you know, like they forces you to focus on the screen, you know. But I mean, I personally don't use it because I do double monitor setup. So this doesn't really I don't really use this here. Guess I can put this plate aside. I'll briefly talk about it later, right? Let me just unbox first. Ooh, I like this one. I like this one. This little type of one full screen. I don't have full screen though. Do I have a full screen? Again, I told them I'm not doing an official unbox video. I'm just gonna unbox based on how I want to do it because that's not what I do, right? I'm not a salesman. Oh, this is one of my favorite. Small little things like this, you would think that doesn't really fucking matter. This type of thing matters to me. How many of you, right, has got monitor that you have to go over there? Oh, you know, you have to go to the screen and press yourself. Oh, where is the menu button? Oh, let me change to high brightness 5, and then you're like, how am I gonna get it? Oh shit, wait, why is the button? And then you press the wrong button, you mess up the setting. This thing, right? You basically can control the whole menu with this thing. And of course, later I will talk about what else more you can do. But hey, if you already checked my XL2546 monitor before, then obviously you see my YouTube video, right? It's kind of the same thing. Like I said, it's just more features. But this type of thing is. Yeah, later when you see the video, you know. Yeah, I love this little mini controller. What did I get? I get an XL2546 monitor. Oh, this is the stand, I guess. This is just the arm. That big. Oh, holy grail. Oh, the holy grail. Oh, there it is. Hey, how many pots do they give you this time? They changed a little bit stuff, right? I guess more HDMI? Seems like. Where is the USB port? I thought they have a USB port for this version. Do not have a USB port for this. Okay, anyway. I will assemble it. But in the meantime, I want to play a video so that you guys can see. I need to play a video so that you guys can see the difference. And as I play through the video, I can talk about the difference.
Hi everyone. Sorry to keep you waiting. Today, I would like to introduce our new generation 240Hz eSports monitor, XL2546K.
I'm gonna pause the video as I go, right, so that I can talk through it, brief through it. 240Hz monitor. We are living in 2021. There's a lot of people that still use 60Hz monitor. It hurts my eye. Okay. Now, if you are playing games like Final Fantasy 14, fine, sure, right? But even if you play Final Fantasy 14 these days, right? Honestly, man, come on, get a better monitor. I know this might not be affordable, but there's also different version, right? There is 144Hz. There's, you know, if you play FPS game, you must get a 144 240, right? Now, obviously, I'm just gonna talk about 240 today, right? Please do consider getting a better monitor.
It has a 240Hz refresh rate and a fast liquid TN panel like XL2546S. And there is also DIAC technology that Zowie exclusively designed for FPS games. It reduces screen shake.
This is such a good video. I mean, this is the official video. Obviously, it's good. This is such a good video. This one is so much better explaining all this tag. You know?
And helps players with recoil control. In addition, we designed a smaller base on the XL2546K without sacrificing stability. This makes it easier for players to adjust their physical playing setup to one where they feel comfortable. Each player has his or her own preferred sitting posture, including screen placement and positioning of other peripherals.
I personally never knew people play games like this. I mean, I do see people play like this, but I never thought, right? This type of little changes, right, that they make. Mine is the current base is this big. This one is this base there. Right? Right? This base is actually smaller. If I compare it, yes, it is a lot smaller. It is a lot smaller. So like, I didn't know, right? This type of small little changes can make a difference for people out there. Now, for me, a pleb, I just play normally like that, right? I just put my mouse and keyboard like that normally, right? So it never occurred to me once, right, that having a different design or smaller base can make such a big difference. And that's why, and that's what this brand is very good at. Because not a lot of brands really look into, you know, when brands make monitor, they just mainly look at the specs, which I will run through later. They just look at the specs, right? 240Hz, refresh rate, yada yada yada, right? Support what, right? But and also also it comes back to what I said earlier, which I will cover later as well, right? The controller stuff, little stuff like this, right? It makes you realize that how much work, how much attention they pay to actually to the smallest thing to make a good product. So, you know, initially when I used it, I'm like, this is just another monitor, right? Initially when I used the XL2546, I just thought this is just another monitor. Then after that, slowly I start to see all these little things they put in actually like make a big difference, which then embed into the new functionality that they have that other monitors doesn't, which I will explain later as well.
XL2546K without sacrificing stability. This makes it easier for players to adjust their physical playing setup to one where they feel comfortable. Each player has his or her own preferred sitting posture, including screen placement and positioning of other peripherals. In the arena, we see many different physical setups of players. It is difficult to find a standard one, as they're all based on personal feelings and habits. If you are someone who is used to pulling the screen very close,
this one shocked me. I never knew people play games like this. This is, how many of you guys play game like this? This is insane. Do you really, can you see that far? I mean, see that much? But this is on a whole different level, right? You know what I mean? This is, I understand that, you know, people put their keyboard different, right? But when I watched this video and I saw this setup, it really surprises me. Now I know I've seen this before, right? But it's not like you don't see it that close up before, right? You know people do that, right? But holy shit, man. And that's why, and that's where I start to finally understand why they make stuff like this, why they change the base, why they think that ergonomics is so important, you know? And gotta give it to them, they did a good job, right?
With the smaller base of the X.
Keep mouse behind monitor. Okay. I mean, I will never know, obviously. I'm not a professional player, right? I will never know.
XL2546K, there will be less restriction between the mouse and the base of the monitor. If you are a person who is used to pushing the screen back, the smaller base of the XL2546K creates more space to push your keyboard and mouse pad forward.
More space, more
This
space.
creates more space to completely rest your hands on the desktop for a more stable mouse movement. In addition to the more flexible and comfortable adjustment provided by the base, we also know that the adjustment of video settings
I
has
talked
always
about
been
this
a
earlier.
very complicated.
I talked about this earlier. How many of us try to reach out to the bottom of the monitor to try to adjust shit and always screws up?
Matter. In the past, some players even wrote down all their monitor settings in order to make the practice room feel the same.
Oh, this is
as
a
the
new
XL
feature, I think.
monitor up on stage. After arriving at the stadium, it is quite inconvenient to go through the screen menus one by one and repeatedly enter your settings manually. It is tedious and takes up a lot of precious time, which could be spent warming up. Therefore, we designed a special
this is
XL
new.
setting to share function for this generation. It is a software that does not need to be installed. You can download and transfer your screen settings into another monitor.
Another good quality
It is
of life.
convenient for you to take this file with you or share it with your friends. Similarly, when you receive the setting file shared by your friend, you can also quickly apply your friends through XL setting to share. Next, in this generation of user interface, we also adopted a more concise and convenient design. You only need one button to get access to a shortcut menu. With the S switch, you can quickly move between options and adjust the value with the scroll wheel.
That's what I said. That's how good this thing is. This thing makes it so much easier for me. It's just a remote. Dude, it's just a remote. It's just a remote. How many monitors I cycle through without stuff like this that make it so hard to adjust things. Sometimes you don't even want to adjust things because it's so troublesome. When I play my FPS game, I got different settings. So later they will talk about the black equalizer. Later they will talk about the dynamic accuracy, which they did already. This, you know, when I play Warzone, later I'll play Warzone. You just press one button, you get to light up the whole screen and stuff. You know, it's so convenient.
Everyone's most commonly used menu options may be different. So you can also customize which options you want to appear.
I
on
use
the shortcut
dynamic.
menu,
I use
keeping it in line
color
with your
vibrance
habits.
and yeah. This is good.
For a complete look at the functions and specifications, you are welcome to visit our official website to learn more. Finally, we believe that specifications do not equal experience. Please follow our official Facebook or Twitter
Oh, done already?
about the latest
Okay, now-
XL2546K availability in various places, so you may experience it for yourself.
Nice. Okay, now I'm gonna go talk about some of the features. I don't have to make a new video about it, and obviously I can't capture it in game, for you to see because those are just very specifically to your eye, right? But luckily I did manage to you know, I did manage to do the review video before. Okay, color vibrance. Hey, I know that guy. In this monitor is 100% going to be the main reason why you want to buy this or upgrade your monitor. Just a quick explanation of refresh rate. The faster the refresh rate, the more times the image can update every second. I like this guy. And the smoother the image will look. refresh rate is huge.
Oh man, can't wait to play Battlefield 6, man! I mean, Battlefield 2042.
From a 60Hz monitor to a 144Hz, and now to this XL2546 240Hz monitor, and I can tell you it helps a lot.
Yeah!
There's even a site you can check out which will directly show you the visual difference in refresh rates, all based on your monitor's refresh.
You obviously can't see this on your on the screen. You have to go to this website.
From a gaming perspective, the higher refresh rate on your monitor, the easier and faster you can turn a corner and identify someone. And it also helps you remove any doubts if someone near you or far away from you is indeed an enemy or an object because of clarity. For close quarter combat, a 144Hz and a 240Hz monitor is going to help you turn, spot, and target an opponent way easier. I want to explain this as simple as possible to you because I do not want to flood you with too much technical details.
Yeah.
Number 2, the color vibrance.
Oh, this one is really good.
Tag. Color vibrance grants you the ability to
You see,
better
I can only show you by like having the camera look at because if I change the setting here, you guys will see it on your screen. Right, you have to like really experience it yourself. So just now, you know, this monitor has got all these feature, right? But a lot of people, you know, when you use other monitor and play, you wouldn't know the difference. This monitor, some of this tag here breaks. I kind of feel like it's broken. As I go through this, you will see the difference. This is normal coloring, right?
Performance out of your monitor and can elevate your gameplay. How so? For example, in Battlefield 5, where everything looks so realistic that you cannot tell the difference between textures and enemies, color vibrance makes everything look so much more prominent, and it makes spotting stuff way easier.
Oh, look at
For
this.
games with dull color like PUBG, it definitely helps making the surrounding objects more prominent for a better viewing experience. Not to mention making enemies easier to spot as well.
It does.
For games with rich color already like Black Ops 4, you can adjust the color vibrance level accordingly to suit yourself. In short, color vibrance allow you to get specific viewing requirements and preference for all types of gameplay. Every color vibrance level is adjustable, so you will definitely find the level you prefer for different games. Number 3, the black equalizer.
Oh,
Well,
this
what
one
can I
is the
say?
best.
This is one that stood out for me. What this tag does is that it increases the visibility.
Look how broken this black equalizer is. Okay? Just see. For those people, just look how broken this black equalizer is.
In dark scenes and darker areas without exposing the bright areas. Have you died to someone sitting in a dark room and you couldn't even see him? Or someone shooting you through a dark window and you couldn't spot him before dying? Well, this tag helps you for those situations. With the right settings, you can increase the visibility for the dark areas, like in the dark room or dark windows, and even shadows under objects like trees or structures to spot enemies way faster and easier. Adjust the black equalizer levels to your liking.
Imagine running into a warehouse.
Advanced feature in this monitor.
Right.
I just feel if it's broken, you know. You have to
Look at
check this
PUBG,
out
you will
if
see.
You can in showrooms near you, if any, and you will know what I mean.
Look. This one is the most prominent one. You see this? You see how clear it is? This is with black equalizer on. Now, you look without black equalizer on, okay? You see the difference? You see the difference? This is how some of you die without seeing anything. This is what I see.
Battlefield 5, in
See the difference?
PUBG, and in Black Ops 4 Blackout.
See the difference?
Like my survivability and kill rate just increased
Yeah.
with this tag alone. No placebo. Ask anyone with a Zowie monitor and I assure you they will tell you the same. It is that good.
It is that good. Yeah, it is that good. Okay, the diag, they already talked about it earlier already. It's crazy. It's crazy. This monitor made me play so much better in FPS. You know, because of all this stuff. No. Brightness is different. Brightness is just changing the whole brightness, right? Sometimes you just change the brightness, it just become like too dark or too white, too bright or too dark. But when you change the black equalizer, it specifically target the black zone, the black areas. It specifically illuminate the black area. That's why you notice. Other surrounding doesn't. You see how the other surrounding doesn't all change color? Bright. This is not how brightness works. If you change the brightness right now, you will see that brightness is just everything blow out or everything become dull. But the black equalizer specifically target the darker colors. You see how when you turn on black equalizer, the tree doesn't change much? It doesn't feel like that, you know what I mean? It's just specifically the dark areas, specifically the black the black color. I mean, that's why it's called the black equalizer.
It's specifically the dark colors. You know what I mean? It doesn't change. It doesn't blind you. From flat, yo, let me tell you, when I switch to this monitor, my KD go up, man. I used to be a less than 1 KD player. After using this monitor, I become. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm good. I become good, right? But from a less than 1 KD player, I become like a 2 KD player, you know, just because of this one monitor. No joke, no meme, no meme. When I play Overwatch back then as well, I used to have a 60 Hz monitor. Eventually, I switched to 144 and then to 240. It changes everything, man. Yeah, one can say a monitor is this. One can say monitor is pay to win. Like this monitor right here. Yo, thank you, Zowie, man. Thanks a lot. Thanks for the product. Okay, I'm gonna try to set up now. Shouldn't take me long because I already kind of prepare already. I clean out the place already. I just have to replace the monitor, right? And then I'm gonna try to I'm gonna play Warzone a little bit for like maybe 20 minutes, half an hour before I switch to Ion. Yeah, I mean, they give me the monitor, so I want to talk about it. I'm already using a XL2546 already. So it's very generous of them to send me a XL2546K. You know? Yes. Alienator, yes. This is actually very... It's funny that you talk about it. You know, the first time BenQ come out with this monitor, with all this tag, the diag, the black equalizer and the color vibrance, the very first time they showcase it. Okay, I'm gonna switch to Call of Duty now, guys. The very first time they showcase it, right? You know, back then PUBG was very popular. The first time they showcased this monitor, right? The officials look at the very first time they introduced it in the tournament, right? The officials look at it and then look at the settings that the player go through, and then the officials was asking, wait, is this legal? Wait, is this tag okay? So the very first time when they hold a tournament, when they introduce this monitor, right, the officials is saying you cannot use the black equalizer. The black equalizer is banned. The very first time when they first introduced the monitor. Because nobody knew what that tag was. On first impression, like you see on the video, that very first impression is that this shit is broken. The first time they sent me this monitor, right? That was my first impression when I try out the, you know, I just like you guys, I thought that it's just, you know, just brightness, right? I thought it was just brightness, right? But after I used a while, then I realized, holy shit, that's really broken. And then when I go to the showroom and the very first time they sent me this monitor, the first time they sponsored me, right? I was there at the testing, you know, and then I went there. I'm like, wow, this is broken, man. Is this okay? And then they tell me this story, right? Oh, you know, when we first introduced it on the tournament, they actually say that it's new terrain, so they didn't let you on it, you know. Then slowly, more and more people get it. Slowly, they go into all the tournaments, and then the players have access to this. Slowly, every pro gamer, not me, obviously, but every pro gamer eventually will have a monitor like that. Now, I'm not sure what the other brand does, not my problem. Today, we are just talking about BenQ Zowie, right? XL2546K. This monitor is selling like hotcakes out there because of all these features. Not because it's just a good 240 Hz monitor. All these features are insane. You see, now I need to switch my monitor, right? But again, with the switch, which you guys can't see, now I can just switch to my FPS mode, one click. And I got my color vibrance and my black equalizer setting already saved already. So all I have to do is press one button and then I play. I don't have to reach out to the monitor. Find the button to press, you know. With this, easy. Okay, I'm gonna take like 5 minutes. I'm gonna install this thing. I'm gonna change the monitor real quick. Should just be a direct replacement because I assume that cable, my display port, my power supply easily change. So I'll be right back. I'll be. Let me change the monitor real quick. Oh, almost done. Holy shit. This is harder than I thought. Okay, almost done. Okay. Okay, luckily didn't screw my camera. Okay, let's go. Okay, to be honest, it kind of feels the same. I mean, I guess for me, you know, that base, the smaller base doesn't really help me a lot because it actually feels weird that now I have a little bit more space. But I mean, no, again, it doesn't matter. Unless you're like those people like you see in the video earlier, right, where they play like that, where they are so close to the monitor. I guess that makes a difference. But for me, because my setup is already like that, I'm more of a far further monitor guy, right? So it honestly doesn't make me feel like control. Most of the things is the same. Again, I was using the XL2546. So changing to XL2546K wouldn't be like a big difference. I need to try out the only one thing that is different for me for the XL2546, which already stopped production, and the current production, which is the XL2546K, is that now I have the option to upload my settings somewhere so that when I get a new monitor, for example, I can just use it again. A new BenQ Zowie monitor, for example. Because now I have to reset the settings, right? But I used it before, so I can go through really quickly. I just have to go through the correct black equalizer setting, you know? So yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure the experience wouldn't be that different since I'm already using a 2546. But if you are not, and if you don't have a monitor, there you go. If you are using like a 60 Hz or a shitty 144 and is thinking about upgrading to 240, right? 240, right? Or you are using a shitty 60 and you want to step up and get a 240, right? Yeah, check out those links, man. Check out those links. Really, trust me, if you play FPS game changer. If you play like Final Fantasy 14, if you play like FPS game, I wouldn't non-FPS game, I wouldn't say that it will make a big difference. Maybe you get a high resolution, a 4K monitor where you have better viewing experience. But if you're playing like competitive games, right, especially FPS, right, you must get a monitor like this. 100%, you must. If everybody has a black equalizer. Okay, hey Yatas, what is better for FF14 monitor? Okay, yeah, I just explained that, right? It depends on you. Some people like to indulge with nice quality. For me, that's fine. That's why, you know, when I play Final Fantasy 14, I didn't really like turn on the color vibrance and or turn on the black equalizer. There's no point, right? No use, right? It is like when I play FPS games like this, I need to turn it on. Because I can't go back to playing FPS game like with a normal monitor anymore. I need the tag. Yeah, settings should be correct. Settings should be correct, we'll see. Hello?
Hello.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Me too.
Where are you from?
Okay. From Russia.
Ooh. Have you heard about the BenQ Zowie XL2546K monitor when you play this game? It's a really good monitor.
Good monitor, yeah. Okay.
Very, very good monitor, man. You should try it. It helps you spot enemy faster with the new tag like the black equalizer and the color vibrance.
Kill all them.
Am I doing it right, guys? Am I doing it right? I think I heard someone. I haven't played this game for so long. You didn't take the contract? I haven't played this for so long, man. I'm gonna be so bad.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Very good on point sellout. They're coming.
Oh. Enemy. What are they?
Nah, I don't see them. I don't see anything. Oh, it's over there. It's over there. Yeah. Those two. Gonna go? Yeah, beside me. The next house over.
Yeah, I know.
You know, but can you see them? Because you didn't have the BenQ Zowie XL2546 monitor. They're coming to me.
Taking fire. Enemy launch. Advanced UAV. We're exposed.
One hit. Bro, where are you? He didn't even shoot my guy!
Time to earn your freedom.
You see that? Did you guys see that? I was able to see him because of the BenQ Zowie XL2546 color vibrance monitor. My friend couldn't find him because he couldn't see him in the warehouse. Unlike me, if... Did you kill them?
Closing in.
No, no.
What? I
Don't
down and killed one guy, you didn't kill the other?
Self revive.
Did you not see them?
No.
This is why you need a monitor. Yeah, I'm getting shot by another team. But I don't have a gun. He couldn't see. He still didn't finish up. Because he didn't have the monitor. I need a gun, man.
Yeah. No, 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 back. Ah.
Yeah, I noticed that you're struggling in the warehouse because it's really dark, right? If you get a BenQ Zowie XL2546 monitor, you can turn on color vibrance and black equalizer. It will light up the dark areas in the warehouse. You would have seen him easier and then you would have won. It's okay. Shit happens. But trust me, if you get that monitor, we would have won that easy. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's a new tag. A lot of people don't get it. It's okay. You can check it out online.
Ooh.
See, we have already spread knowledge already to a guy. You see, you see, is it a coincidence that he lost to warehouse fight because it's dark? Okay, let's see whether he can spot the enemy in the gulag. Let's see whether you guys can spot the enemy in the gulag. Okay, that one doesn't need a BenQ XL2546 monitor. That one you can buy a Walmart monitor and you could see him, okay? But you saw my gulag fight, right? That is because I have the monitor. Yo, this guy actually know what he's doing. This guy movement is good. He just didn't have the monitor. If he had the monitor, he would have been a great player. You know what I mean? Sometimes skills, agility can only bring you so far. We are living in the year of 2021. Right? Having a good monitor. Do you think Tony Stark would have been Tony Stark if he didn't have the Iron Man suit? Right? You know what I mean? How's the monitor? Not bad, not bad. I mean, to be honest, like I said, I was already using the...
Learn from the loss. Failure's a proper teacher.
He didn't even get to finish his sentence. Yeah, see? Tony upgrades his suit just like you should upgrade your monitor. Now, for me, this is not a big upgrade. I was already using the XL2546, which is the old make, which is like, I think it's a 2016 make. And then they eventually evolved into the XL2546S. And then now the XL2546K, right? I think the XL2546K is built 2020, if I'm not wrong. You guys can read that up. So this is like a new make. So now when they make a new make, of course they add in some new feature. But I will say, right, so far the difference between what I use, the XL2546 and the XL2546K, is the okay, the one thing is when I click the control, I mean you guys can see it right now. One thing like I show in the video, when you guys when I click the menu, right, now there is like a shortcut bar where I can just tune the settings. But it doesn't matter because I already saved the setting anyway. All I have to press is the 1, 2, 3, my setting, my preset 1, preset 2, preset 3. Right, my FF14, my FPS game, and my FPS game lighter. I got 3 modes. One mode is when I play Final Fantasy 14, which is normal. You don't need any of those tags. Another one is when I play FPS game like in the bright setup like this. Then it's I don't want the color to be like overwhelming. And then another version is when I play in my dark mode. For me, because I play in different mode, like when I play FPS games, sometimes I don't turn on certain lights, right? So it's easy for me to just with a flip of a button, press one button to switch, rather than every single time reach out the monitor and click. Most of the time clicking the wrong button, right? So having that little what they call it, the S switch, makes it so much easier. Man, I want to talk to this guy about a product that is amazing in the market right now, but he doesn't have a mic. Do you guys want to know what product that is? It is the BenQ Zowie XL2546 240Hz, really good monitor. The BenQ doesn't have a recoil. Technically speaking, it does. If you turn on the dynamic accuracy, it does. It does help you with recoil. But to answer your question, yes, it does. The monitor does help you with recoil. If you turn on dynamic accuracy, yeah. Lesser screen shake. There's some big brain technology. They have a really good video to show.
Generation 240Hz eSports monitor. XL2546S. Players with recoil control.
Okay, two.
Designed for FPS.
Dude, okay, look, they have the comparison.
And there is also DIAC technology that Zowie exclusively designed for FPS games. It reduces vigorous screen shake and helps players with recoil control.
See, it does. To answer your question, it does. Thanks for asking though, and I hope that answered your query. If you guys want to check it out, right, go check out